The all-new Superman trailer, which was released on December 19, 2024 by DC Studios, has stirred quite a reaction from the fan base, receiving mixed feedback. While the trailer broke records and was celebrated by a significant portion of the fan community, it did not manage to win the approval of Henry Cavill's loyal followers. The fresh teaser, showcasing the latest iteration of Superman, quickly became the most watched trailer in DC history, a monumental achievement for the studio. However, this success did not translate into universal acclaim, particularly among fans who were deeply attached to the portrayal of Superman by Henry Cavill. For many, Henry Cavill's portrayal of the iconic superhero in films like Man of Steel, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, and Justice League was the definitive version of the character. The 41-year-old British actor's performance under the direction of Zack Snyder had garnered a strong following, with fans appreciating his stoic yet emotional take on Clark Kent and his alter ego Superman. His rugged yet charming demeanor fit the darker, more serious tone that Snyder had cultivated in the DC Extended Universe, DCEU. So, when news broke that Cavill would not be reprising his role in the upcoming Superman film, it was met with a significant outcry. Fans of Cavill were disappointed with the casting choice, which saw David Corenswet stepping into the role of the iconic hero. Corenswet, an up-and-coming actor best known for his role in Netflix's The Politician, is a relative unknown to many Superman fans, especially those who had become accustomed to Cavill's portrayal of the character. For these fans, the change felt like a step backward, especially given the emotional attachment they had to Cavill's Superman in his journey over the last decade. One angry fan took to social media to voice their frustration, saying, "Ridiculous. The way they are starting the whole story over makes me angry. Henry Cavill and Zack Snyder should have kept the story going, and I hate the Superman suit. It's ugly." This sentiment reflects a larger frustration among Cavill's fans, the decision to restart the Superman story instead of continuing with the established DCEU. For these followers, the idea of erasing Cavill's arc was a major point of contention. Many had hoped to see his Superman continue to evolve, particularly after the cliffhanger ending of Zack Snyder's Justice League, 2021, where Cavill's Superman was poised for greater challenges. Another fan, clearly upset, expressed a deep sense of disillusionment, writing, "Doesn't look great, does it? Impossible for me to truly give a fuck about Superman TBF. He's the most boring character ever. Can't believe they fumbled Henry Cavill, though he had it on lock." This comment underscores a recurring theme. Cavill's fans were not only dismayed by his departure from the role, but also skeptical about the future of the character. Many fans have long felt that Superman, as a character, has struggled to maintain cultural relevance, especially in comparison to other superheroes like Batman or Wonder Woman. With Cavill's departure, there's a real fear that the iconic hero might not resonate with audiences the way he once did. The response from Cavill's fanbase reached new levels of intensity when one particularly outraged follower referred to DC Studios' CEO, James Gunn, as a clown. This fan was vocal about their belief that Cavill was born to play Superman and should never have been replaced by anyone else. The fan went on to criticize the new Superman suit, adding, "This clown at James Gunn actually went from this perfect casting born to play Superman Henry Cavill to that nobody, and that difference in the suit is atrocious. This is beyond shameful. This kind of passionate response is reflective of the deep attachment fans had to the Snyderverse and to Cavill's portrayal of Superman. To them, the shift in direction felt like a betrayal, and they weren't afraid to let their feelings be known." Marvel's already well-known companies aside, they were worried about their future alone. They weren't afraid to let their feelings be known. James Gunn, known for his work on Guardians of the Galaxy and the Suicide Squad, has been tasked with overseeing the future of the DC Universe. His decision to reboot Superman and cast David Corenswet has been a subject of much debate. For many, Gunn's shift in tone and casting choices marks a departure from the more serious, grounded approach of Zack Snyder's DCEU films. This has caused a rift among fans, with some embracing the change and others deeply resisting it. Fans who are invested in Cavill's portrayal of Superman see the new direction as an unnecessary and unwelcome departure from what they felt was an established, successful path. The new Superman film, which is slated for release in 2025, promises to present a fresh take on the iconic hero. David Corenswet, who has been cast in the titular role, will undoubtedly bring his own interpretation to the character. However, for Cavill's fans, this is not an easy transition. They have grown attached to his portrayal, and it's difficult to let go of the version of Superman they came to love. Many of these fans are also mourning the loss of what they saw as a strong partnership between Cavill and Zack Snyder, whose vision for the DCEU had a specific and often dark tone that resonated with a large segment of the fan base. David Corenswet has a tough task ahead of him. He must navigate the expectations of a fan base that is passionate and vocal about its affection for Henry Cavill. Corenswet's Superman will be under intense scrutiny, with some fans already casting doubt on his ability to live up to the legacy of Cavill's portrayal. While it's still early in the marketing for the new film, there's a palpable sense of reluctance among some fans to embrace this new version of the superhero. The controversy surrounding the new Superman film also highlights the broader challenges that come with reboots in the superhero genre. Fans become deeply attached to particular actors and iterations of characters, and when a change is made, it often leads to strong reactions. The backlash against Corenswet's casting is a reminder that in the world of comic book adaptations, casting is everything. A well-loved character like Superman, who has been portrayed by various actors over the years, can inspire intense loyalty and passionate debate. In the case of Henry Cavill's Superman, the emotional connection many fans had to his portrayal has made his departure all the more difficult to accept. As the release date for the 2025 Superman film approaches, it will be interesting to see how the fan base reacts to the final product. Will the new take on Superman find success with audiences, or will it struggle to win over the fans who have remained devoted to Henry Cavill's version of the character? There is no doubt that the stakes are high for this new Superman film, not only for David Corenswet, but also for the entire direction of the DC Universe under James Gunn's leadership. The decision to move forward with a new Superman, while controversial, is part of a larger trend in Hollywood where beloved characters are constantly reimagined and recast. For DC, this shift could be the beginning of a new era or could be a misstep that alienates a significant portion of the fan base. The future of the Superman franchise may hinge on whether audiences are willing to accept a new face for the Man of Steel or if they will continue to demand the return of Henry Cavill, the actor who has become synonymous with the role for many fans. At the heart of this debate is the question of what fans truly want from their superheroes. Is it the loyalty to the actors who brought these characters to life? Or is it the exploration of new interpretations and directions? For some, Henry Cavill's departure from the role signals the end of an era. For others, it's an opportunity to start fresh and explore new possibilities. Only time will tell which side of the debate will come out on top as the world eagerly awaits the next chapter of Superman's cinematic journey.